Epic naval battles wasn't something I thought I'd be into. Highly addictive. Let's play World of Warships. Right, while that's just quickly loading, the game was developed by Leicester Studios and published by Wargaming. The game is available on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, iOS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Initially released back in 2015, but wasn't made available to the PS4 or the Xbox One to 2019. Right, I'm not going to mess about, I'm just going to go straight in the game. I'm actually going to select my best ship, I suppose, or my biggest ship, and that's the Iron Duke, or if you like, HMS Iron Duke. Now, to give you a bit of background while we're just ticking down, the Iron Duke is a Dreadnought battleship of the Royal Navy, and it was the lead ship of her class, named in honour of Arthur Wellesley, 1st Duke of Wellington. She was built in Portsmouth Dockyard and her keel laid in January 1912. Launched 10 months later, she was commissioned into the Home Fleet in March 1914 as the fleet flagship. Sometimes the loading times on this game can be a little bit of a pain, but I've never had to wait more than, say, 3 minutes, absolute max, to get into a game. And here we go. That's the Dreadnought, the Iron Duke. It's a ship I'm learning to get to grasps with, to be quite honest. And I'm going to zoom in now for you so you can get a little bit of a better look at the amount of detail that they've put into this game. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at it. It looks real. It really does. It looks absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going to shut my trap for a minute.
Enemy force detected. Enemy battleship sighted. Requesting support. Destroyer sighted. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
As you can see there, I cocked that right up. I thought the shells were going to go over that mountain. Incidentally, yes, this ship is really slow at manoeuvring because it's such a damn big ship. Also, the guns take their time to actually turn.
Attention, support that target. Negative.
see there, what I'm trying to do is gauge the range. Obviously I'm shooting ahead of it, hoping that my shells are going to land straight on it. Once I've got it lined up, away we go. And as you can see, bang, we've managed to destroy it. On to the next one. The reason why I'm staying fairly close to that little bit of island there, torpedoes are your biggest enemy in this game, especially when you're in a ship this big that cannot maneuver anywhere near as fast as you would need to.
Taking the lead. Thank you.
That ship there I've just fired on, yeah, the one I'm hitting, that's in New Mexico. That's actually an American battleship. You can fight against British, American and Japanese ships of all classes in this game. Now that is roughly about the same size as me, so it can do some serious damage, but somebody in front of me has just fired a load of torpedoes at it. Let's see what happens.
Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support. Acknowledged. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I'm not hitting him. That's because he's trying his damnedest to maneuver himself by speeding up or slowing down and obviously doing his damnedest to turn. But, oh, go on, I'm gonna nail the bugger, I'm sure. Yeah, got him that time. Now as you can see, I'm just manoeuvring myself behind this little island to give me a bit of protection from his shells.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Thought I saw somebody in the distance then. I'll check back in a few moments.
Is in sight.
Yep, smaller ship. It's trying to maneuver in to possibly hit me with torpedoes, but as you can see from the left there, somebody's sent a load at it.
Attention, reporting the target position.
I don't know what happened there, but my assumption is somebody else has sunk it. So let's get back to that New Mexico.
Our victory is in sight.
And with that, it's sunk and we've won the game, which is unusual for me. But what I've not also spotted was that the New Mexico had also been sunk. Now, I'm going to change it. I'm actually going to pick a different ship this time. I'm going to pick a ship which is absolutely crazy fast in comparison. I'm going to pick the Wakeful, or if you like, HMS Wakeful. Now, HMS Wakeful was a W-class destroyer of the Royal Navy and was launched in 1943. She saw service during the Second World War and was later converted into a Type 15 fast anti-submarine frigate. Now, this is a really fast ship. This is armed with torpedoes as well as guns, and it's the sort of ship, if you like, maybe doing a bit of ducking and diving, moving in quick, launching your torpedoes and trying to get out of there fast. It is a battleship's nightmare, but let's take a quick look-see at it. Obviously, we're just counting down the start of the game. As you can see, 6, 5, 4, and we'll be off.
Action stations.
Now, if you've got keen eyes, you'd have noticed I'm already over 30 knots. The battleship, I'll be lucky if I ever get over 21, maybe 22. Now, dead ahead of me, somebody is smoking. That's not mist, that's not fog. That is another ship that is smoking and hiding itself. Cracking shot there, hit his rudder. That will now slow him down, but he'll be quickly repairing it.
Smoke generator started.
Heard their smoke generator started. I'm now smoking an area to make it difficult for the enemy to spot me. Now,
Smoke
if any
screen
of
set.
our fleet ships come into that area, it will mask them, but the smoke will only last so long.
Torpedoes astern.
Torpedoes astern.
One of our ships just bit the big one. I'm going to try and nail this sucker. Crap, I wasn't paying attention. I've now just beached myself. I'm a sitting duck, I've got to move quickly.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Phew, my speculative shots on my torpedoes nailed him. That was lucky. Crap, what am I doing? I've just gone and done the same thing again. I really am a sitting duck. Okay, I'm an ass, but I'm still alive, and I've got my eyes now on 2 other ships. Yeah, let's do something silly.
Smoke generator started.
There's a degree of accuracy when firing your torpedoes. Obviously, you want to be shooting ahead of where the ship is and where you think it's going to go. I'm not particularly good at it, if I'm absolutely honest. So with me, there's a degree of luck required. But sod that, I'm going to throw down some more smoke, as you can see. I'm going to hide behind it. I'm going to see what happens to those torpedoes.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Don't know if you spotted that, but that enemy ship's guns are pointing the opposite way. I'm relatively safe from that ship. It's the other one that concerns me the most.
Main turret critically damaged.
Yep, I'm getting the pounding from the other ship. Right, we've nailed that ship. I'm now repaired again. I'm trying to swing myself round the back end of that battleship. I'm going to lay off another load of torpedoes to where I think it is. I'm firing 6 in total, and I'm just doing my damnedest to try and keep out the way of his guns. His guns can only turn so quickly. Whoa, where the frack did that come from?
Generator started.
Our team has taken the lead.
Smoke screen set.
Now we've got rid of that battleship. As you can see, I'm searching around now. I want to find who hit me.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Right, down to the last one. It's 4 against 1. It's hardly any sport. quick look at the map just to try and get the bearings of where I think he's going to be heading for. With that final shot, the win is had. Now, again, unusual for me. I don't normally get 2 victories. As you can see there, I was a lot more involved. I did actually sink a ship myself. And you can see there how many shells landed, and so on and so forth. Now I'm going to take you through the ships and the different classes. Obviously there's my favourite at the moment, the Iron Duke. As you can see there's others there that I want to get. The biggest has been the Vanguard there. And at the top you go from Lightning all the way down to the ship I've currently got, which is the Wakeful. Now moving over to the Japanese ships. As you can see, I've not really touched the game that much there. There's plenty there to go at. It's just the amount of detail that we've got on all these ships. I think it's brilliant. Now moving over to the Americans. I'll take you quickly through the ships. Obviously, there's a lot of them in the American Navy, or was in the American Navy. Again, faster ships, sort of mediums, and then you got your heavy destroyers. But that one there, the St. Louis, I think they call that the floating fortress. It's absolutely surrounded by guns. It really is. The New Orleans, I've come across that before now. Wyoming, I do actually come up against those quite a bit. New York and the Texas, I have faced off, against that. I'm just taking you back through the battleships there. If you want to pause it on the Queen Elizabeth and the King George. Look at the difference in the gun size, and read the explanation on the King George. Bizarre. Right, I'm going to move you over to the commanders. You can obviously get the commanders, and they will obviously command your ship. Different ones for the American, the Japanese, and the British. You can also upgrade them, and they will help you. You can also, you've got campaigns and missions, and this is basically a little bit like, destroy 5 ships without being shelled. You've obviously also got the store. Remember, it's a free-to-play game. So you can spend money if you wish. I don't bother, there's no real need. Now I can actually upgrade myself, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly go through this. I'm going to upgrade it. I'll probably add a special ability, and then I'll give this new ship a quick go. Right. I've not bought the ship, and I'm actually trying to add a special ability. Right, let's get the ship purchased first. Today, William, today. There we go. Right, I've got the ship purchased, and I'm going to add an ability. You can select your different abilities, but obviously the gun's moving quick. It's quite a good healthy perk to have, so I've done that now. I can boost that if I want. I've chosen not to on this occasion, and I'm going to take this new ship straight into a new battle, and I'm assigning now a commander to it, and then we'll get on our way. Loadouts, I forgot about that. You can actually assign, extra little boosts to enable you to progress through the missions and build your experience that little bit quicker. You can also camouflage your ship, which is very important because it means then the enemy won't spot you as easily. Right, that's out the way. Let's start a new game. Hopefully we'll get into this one straight away and I can quickly show this one off. And then I think we'll probably wrap it up. Taking a little bit longer this time. It happens. Oh, there we go. I think we're entering. 16 seconds to go and we'll be in game. Again, there's the overview of the map. You can see everyone on the blue team, the red team, who they are. You can invite friends to play this game. You can actually have up to 3 friends in on your battle, which I think is rather a good idea.
Action stations.
And we are underway. Just to go in a bit more detail of what you can see there on the screen. 9,500 bottom left. That's your armour. Remember, this is a weak ship in the armour department, but it is a fast and manoeuvrable ship, where the destroyer would have a much bigger armament, but it's nowhere near got the manoeuvring capability. Next to that, you can see that's a fire extinguisher, put out fires. Next to that, on this, smoke screen. Moving along to what looks like the bullet with the flame in it, that's a high explosive shell. I can swap that for one for a armour piercing round. Now that's all well and good, but for smaller ships it's just going to go straight through and not actually do a lot of damage. I can obviously switch from my shells to my torpedoes on this one. That's what the triangle button is for. And then next to that is your speed. X to go faster, circle to go slower.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Now looking at the top left, that's obviously your map, your quick view of that. In the middle then, you can see how many ships you've got, your enemy's got, your points underneath. And then to the far right, what damage you are actually creating when you do hit those ships. Sometimes you've got to be patient, you've got to play that waiting game. I know there's a ship in there somewhere, I just haven't got a clue where. What I should be doing is waiting it out and waiting for him to make the move. As you saw there, another ship has fired torpedoes in my general direction. They have hit me, but you don't get penalised for friendly fire, thankfully.
Smoke generator started. Torpedoes, astern!
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
As you saw there, yeah, the ship was on fire. They also hit my propeller, and I had nowhere to go. So the torpedoes hit me, and yeah, that's me sunk. Now you can continue to watch to see how the battle progresses if you wish. And you can actually jump from ship to ship to look at individual battles, but I'm having issues with my internet just lately, and unfortunately that was when I got kicked out. I'll live beyond it, I'm sure. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I've said before, it's highly addictive. It's a game I'm thoroughly enjoying. I have seen other people doing YouTube videos, but they've certainly not gone into the more in-depth, and this is a lot more in-depth Let's Play that I've done for you guys. Let me know if you like it or loathe it. You know, am I going into way too much detail? Let me know your feelings, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, please. If you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have not already done so, please consider subscribing. I'd like to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I'll catch you all again. Take care.